This video is going to be the first of many videos where we analyze and give different examples of really good, really bad sales funnels, all from this sales funnel strategy perspective. And this is actually going to be an addition to every different masterclass. This is going to be done for copywriting, for different ad accounts in Facebook ads masterclass, for example. We're going to have these kind of extra bonus videos in the holistic framework masterclass and in many other masterclasses where it's very important to give different practical examples to actually show the pages, analyze the copywriting, analyze the design, analyze the sales funnel strategy, analyze the campaign, analyze an ad account. And these are real companies. The company that I'm going to talk about in this video is a particular important company for me, as it has been one of my biggest own produced successes, where we built up a company from basically zero to, by now, over 20 million in revenue, in overall revenue. This company has a phenomenal track record and growth achievement in the whole German digital marketing scene. And I've used it and shown it already in some other parts, in some other masterclasses as well, as it's just a really, really good reference of how to use the framework, how to use and plan the framework in advance, to know in advance what's going to happen with the company once you start launching your ads, and to just show how predictable this whole thing is. And so this particular company, you can have a look at it from the perspective of how are the ads managers set up, how is the copy written, how is the product developed, or how is the product evaluated, how does the system framework, the holistic framework KPIs look like, and also how does the sales funnel look like. And in this video, we're going to have a look at the sales funnel. So let's get right into it. As you know, I've shown this funnel especially for the ads. We've used the typical AIDA retargeting experience, where we have very eye-catching, very curious headline kind of style cold ads for the first impression. For a long time, we actually played a bit around with like this curiosity factor of just showing the pillow and showing the product and having headlines like, what makes this pillow so unique? What's so remarkable about this new pillow? And this is a pillow that helps against neck pain and back pain. So this was mainly the audience. The reason why this pillow is so special, because it was really developed by a doctor who founded an institution in Germany and researched basically his whole life. How do so many people struggle with neck pain, back pain, shoulder problems? And he actually came up with this new invention, which was even patented, which is crazy to get a patent on a pillow because it was just such a unique concept. And we were responsible for, basically doing all the marketing, shooting the videos, making these images, having these models, these actors, planning all that, booking all the shoots, and writing all the sales copy. Actually, most of this copy, of course, it's German, so most of you won't be able to get so much out of it, but we can analyze some English copy as well in the future. So from a sales funnel perspective, we mainly use these 3-minute flagship, very like storytelling, cinematic brand videos as our main marketing material. You can see that some of these posts, they got like hundreds of comments, and here even like 1,000 likes, almost 1,000 comments on a video. And this first video here actually, which was the very first really good video creative that we had, this alone was a scalable ad that could be scaled with in basically every audience and every campaign setup on all the different lookalike audiences that we set up. This was the video that we used for the first 2 years. This was later even used not just on Facebook and Instagram, but also on YouTube. And this video alone, I think, was responsible for building up that whole brand, bringing really that story out to the people, creating this awareness that this brand exists, that there's something going on in the health space that there's this new unique pillow that just changes your sleep, improves your life. And this video alone attributed like, I would say like 5 to 10 million in revenue, just because this was such a well-working ad. Everyone who watched this video or clicked on the page that this video sent the traffic to, this is where our main retargeting funnel is the most important next step. We retarget everyone who watched just a couple of seconds of this video or who visited one of the pages, and for the next 14 to 30 days, they got omnipresent retargeting on all the different social media platforms, mainly retargeting them on Facebook and Instagram, which is extremely powerful. As you see, most of these examples here are Facebook, Instagram. Make sure you have all the different placements ticked in your retargeting, not just feed or not just the best cold placements, but actually using all the placements, because every impression to keep that brand top of mind is valuable. Also using things like Google Display and YouTube and maybe like other retargeting sources. Any form of retargeting in this way is really good. I've made a whole video about this specific retargeting funnel, which we call the omnipresent retargeting strategy, in the sales funnel strategy course, but also I'm going to show this in a different perspective in this Facebook ads masterclass course. And don't confuse a parallel funnel. Like, how do I explain? It's not a necessity for everyone, for every user to go through this whole funnel. So most, or at least some people, I would say half of the customers that eventually bought the product, they might have bought the product on their first impression. Or once they've seen this ad, they've watched the video, they've clicked through the pages, they maybe took 1 or 2 days of purchase decision time, but then they bought it without needing that whole retargeting funnel to make them buy. Like, they already bought before they saw most of the retargeting. While other people, the more skeptical ones, they need this retargeting. They need like 1, 2, 3, sometimes 4, 8, 10 weeks to get really build that relationship with the brand and then continue to actually do the purchase. Whenever you have an audience that has seen a lot of your marketing but still haven't bought, you can follow it up with more pressure, more strong call to action retargeting, or a special campaign or something that creates more scarcity. For example, we ran or we gave out this opportunity to basically test the pillow for free without having to pay in advance, which brought a lot of people into the brand later because they had no risk of trying out the pillow. You could also use a special discount campaign or a special Christmas, New Year's Eve, summer campaign discount or bundle or anything that creates more scarcity to buy in your lower parts of that retargeting funnel. Once people have seen a lot of touch points and you've really built up that value, they've seen your USPs, they know your why, they know your what, they know your how, they trust you, but they still haven't pulled the trigger yet. These are the kind of call to action ads that work there very well. Then, what is always the target URL of all these ads? Most of the time, apart from some really niche ads where we, for example, sometimes in this retargeting funnel, we promoted our free customer consultation, and then we can send a link to a specific page that describes that. But apart from that, most of the time, there's one main flagship landing page, which is a sales page particularly crafted to sell this one first flagship product, which we refer to as P1 in this case. And it's actually extremely important and very, very interesting how this whole business evolved, because in the beginning, and I'm telling you a bit about the story now, there was this doctor, and this doctor came up with a new pillow concept. This pillow concept was first used mainly for travel pillows and travel solutions. When people go on go to a hotel, or they have a one-day train trip or a long flight, they should take this pillow with them. which is a small travel pillow. And this is actually this one here. It's now called MySheepy Compact. So the brand is called MySheepy. And the pillow is called Compact. It used to just be called MySheepy Travel. And this is smaller. This only costs around 80, 90 euros. It's a bit, it's not as soft. It's like more robust to take it on your trip and use it on a train or on a plane or when you're out camping or things like this. So this was the main product. And they had 3 different main products. The travel pillow, the main home pillow, which I actually developed later and not so much by the doctor's initial concept, and then a kid's pillow, which was basically just like the travel pillow, but more soft, a bit smaller, a bit lighter, not as much filling, and mainly for kids with smaller heads. And this company came to me when they basically had pretty much no sales. They were struggling. They had tried Google Ads. They had tried an online shop. Nothing worked. They were not good at selling this amazing concept to the people. And they actually mostly talked about the travel pillow because that was the unique concept. There is a neck roll on the pillow. It's like all the different features. And you should take it and you should use it when you're traveling. And I saw these 3 pillows, the home, the travel, and the kids. And I was the first to ever tell them, guys, why don't you sell the home first, the home pillow, to just swap your existing pillows in your bed and using that new pillow, which is better for your health, which improves your neck pain, whatever muscles overnight through all the different concepts that this doctor has put into the invention of this, and sell the home pillow first. Get the people to use that in their life every day, and only a couple months or weeks later, you tell them, hey, by the way, now you fall in love with this neck roll concept. Get the travel version when you go on a trip as well, so you never miss that neck roll again, and you always have this home feeling with you, because it feels just so similar to the way you will be used, and your body will get used to this neck roll on your main pillow at home. And the benefit that this brought was, first of all, it was way more expensive, almost double the price, so we had way better CLTV immediately. It was much easier, and we had a much bigger market to attract to, because the travel pillow was mainly used for businessmen, people traveling, like these hikers. But now, as we put the home pillow first and as the flagship product, we were able to address basically everyone who had a bad sleep, who woke up every morning or some mornings with neck pain, with back pain, with like shoulder problems or whatever body pain because of a bad posture in their sleep or bad sleeping habits or bad sleeping position. And this is, in the history of this business, this was the most important decision in crafting this customer journey. And this is before you come, this needs to be done before you come up with all these sales pages and all this stuff. This is just the raw concept and the raw construct of the sales funnel and the customer journey that the people go through in terms of just ordering the different, putting these different products in the right order. And not having the travel pillow first because it was developed by the doctor, but actually using the concept, putting it into a main home pillow first, which people use way more often, way more people are relevant, there's a way bigger audience, there's a way bigger pain, a health problem of millions of people that was shown to us by statistics, by research, by analyzing the search volume in Google, that hundreds of millions of people worldwide struggle with that sort of problem. And we just used this to our advantage and used the home pillow as the main pillow from now on. And the first sales pages that were developed were specifically used for this new pillow, which didn't show any sort of traveling or any outdoors or any whatsoever. They just showed this home feeling where you always use a female model because most of the purchase decisions were driven by the wife or by the girl, the woman in the household. And this is what just worked so well. And these pages, again, just like the video, were created once. Of course, over time, they improved a lot. I think this is definitely not the first iteration that we've built. This was more one of the later ones where we had our brand figured out, where we knew our colors, where we started to work with good designers in this project and to make the whole page just look really good. Fun fact, this is actually built on ClickFunnels. And you see how much effort we put into coming up with good, cinematic, high-quality page concepts. And we worked with like premium web designers that worked on ClickFunnels, because back then I used to ClickFunnels and building these pages with ClickFunnels, and I of course wanted to have these $1 million, $10 million awards, so I built everything with ClickFunnels. And we were always told by our clients that what they appreciate is that our ClickFunnels pages just look so good, and they don't look like the scammy or internet marketing kind of pages that some other ClickFunnels users look like. So these were the pages. This is the main page that up until today generated most of the revenue and most of the strong sales impressions, good brand impressions. If people clicked on the call to action, they were first scrolling down to the page to see a whole checkout, a whole call to action section where they exactly knew what do they get, what's inside the product. They get the pillow, they get the neck roll, they get the filling, they get the cover, they get the box, they get the brochure, they get a voucher for their friend, they get all that stuff for just 139 euros. Maybe they even get a 30-day whatever community invitation, all that stuff, pack in the value and close them on this deal. If they check out, if they start to go through the process, they can add other stuff. They can maybe add a different color cover to it, maybe purchase a second version for their spouse or for their friend. And also there were different sizes. So this 139 product was actually the middle version. There was a small version which was 109 euros, but we never really sold that because I didn't like it so much. And the bigger version was 159 euros, which also was an upsell, and almost 50% always picked that bigger size pillow because people were just used to 80 centimeter wide pillows, and this middle version is 60 centimeter wide. So a lot of people took that upsell. And with cover, with additional filling potential, this could all be sold on this first transaction, but also a lot of people skipped that when they first bought it. They just bought the raw pillow to test it out. And then a couple of weeks later, once they are fine with it, they're happy with it, they get the concept, they see the benefits, then they come back, make a second order where they potentially buy a pillow for a friend and they buy all these upsells for themselves, which means maybe 3 different colors for their home styling, to make it fit to their blanket or bed sheet colors. And they bought additional filling material, maybe to increase the volume of their neck roll. One of the features of this pillow also was that everything is adjustable. You can put in more filling, put in less filling, however you want. So there were always these additional filling bags that people bought to increase their pillows volume. This is all P1, and you see how much this flagship product and concept works here. Because this is the main product, just the raw pillow, but rarely was this used without a cover because it starts to look a bit dirty after a couple of weeks. It starts to turn a bit gray or a bit brown or yellow. So people started to use these covers very much, which brought an additional revenue at almost no other CPA costs. the filling started to flatten down a bit after time, so people bought new filling to make it increase the volume again. So these are all called satellite products or just product accessories, which people buy to the main flagship product. This is all P1, and even after that, the whole funnel didn't end because we had the travel pillow, which a lot of people actually bought because they fell in love with the concept of the neck roll, how it felt to lay on the pillow, and they bought the travel pillow and the kids pillow for their kids because they wanted their kids to start their life with good sleeping habits, with a good health, so they bought that. And mostly the target audience were family moms, which had struggled with some sort of neck pain or back pain, and they bought these pillows for themselves and for the whole family, driving an overall CLTV of sometimes up to like 500, 700 euros, which were like a fairly typical behavior. But overall, I would say the average was around like 250, 300 euros, which is amazing when you acquire your customers at scale for 20 to 40 euros, which is exactly what we did by basically averaging outbound CTRs around 1.5 to 2% for all the years, even at scaling to budgets of up to 10, 15,000 euros per day. Having a sales page that converted with 3 to 4, 5, 7% conversion rate on a product which costs more than 100 euros in the first transaction, which is also really good. And you see that this is not ideal for high conversion rates. This is why we had to play around with things like free testing, risk-free testing, take it for 30 days and pay later, all this stuff to increase our conversion rates, get our CPA costs down, get the barriers down, get the risk down, get more customers interested and willing to try it. Then they see the benefits, they feel it, they experience the aha moment, they transform their life, and they never want to go back, so they pay the price for it, and they're happy with it and thankful. And this is how we grew this brand to today, up to more than 200,000 customers in Germany sleep on this pillow. Like, this is crazy, right? Because we did some good stuff with our marketing. 200,000 people now sleep on this pillow, which is just crazy to me. Like, you change so many people's life with that. And many people sent us mails, letters, reviews, where they told us for 10 years they struggled with neck pain. Every morning they felt their pain, or they were so tired and had like problems. And because in this business everything just worked out, great product, great brand, great content, great traffic, great conversion thanks to our sales funnels, and a high CLTV thanks to all these upsells, this business could scale to many millions in revenue, being profitable 5x, 7x, 10x, 12x ROAS all the time, making millions in profit for myself, for the founders that co-own, that have helped to co-create this amazing business. So a wonderful case study, starting out with a pretty positive one here. I definitely also want to show many examples where our sales funnels didn't work out just because of missing crucial elements, not having a CLTV, not having upsells, not having a product market fit, great product, not having brand trust, or just targeting the right audiences, or trying to use specific traffic sources for audiences where it just wasn't the right fit. And I think we can learn a lot through all these examples, and I'm so happy to show them. Also, if you have a specific case study, or if you have a specific business, or whatever, specific information that just helps bring that knowledge to the people through these videos, always leave a comment, reach out, happy to get into a conversation with you, and I wish you lots of understanding from all these different sample sales funnels here.